Okay, this intersection is extremely busy during the school year. Class breaks. That building right across diagonally from here is 194 Chemistry is actually one of the two largest lecture halls on campus. And so, you know, every hour on the hour, typically, just a whole slew of people are both leaving and entering the building and parked all over this vicinity. When I was a student here in the early 70s, it was before the first traffic circle which went in, which was this one here. In fact, this one probably went in when I was here. I don't recall it actually when it happened, but what would happen during these 10-minute class breaks, of course, all over the core of campus, suddenly, you know, buildings would, you know, all the people would exit from all these buildings, and they'd hop on their bikes and start rolling down the road, and then come to these four-way intersections, and there'd be so much bicycle traffic that they would just, a few bold people would sort of shoot through the intersection, the rest of the people kind of hang back, and you get these, you know, long traffic jams of bicyclists, you know, and it sort of, you know, slowly thinned itself out. Yes.
Don't forget the killer freshman in October.
Well, yes,
Every year.
yes, we'll get to that. The killer freshman. So someone had the idea of trying a rotary roundabout traffic circle, whatever you want to call it, and the legend has it that they brought out some old fire hose from the campus fire department and laid it out in a circle in the center here, and painted, you know, chalked or painted some arrows to give people the correct direction to go through. And then they sort of observed things and adjusted the size of the center circle, you know, made of this hose until they got something that was practical, and then they put in the permanent facility. And it was a really big improvement. Of course, you know, no one on the West Coast at least was familiar with such a facility at the time, so I'm sure there was a lot of confusion, and there still is. I mean, even though traffic circles on roadways are becoming more common out west, you still have the problem that the killer freshman. You can come here, you know, on the first few weeks of the fall quarter, and just we ought to set up bleachers here and charge admission.
Actually, I saw one fraternity did set up bleachers here,
yeah.
And then a sorority had a first aid station set up in the middle. They actually do reduce crashes. It's just that you get freshmen in here that probably hadn't ridden a bike since they got their driver's license.
Right.
I was here on the faculty when they put this in, and I approached it with the.
So this is coming out next week.
In about 3 weeks, yeah.
3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, the killer
yeah.
freshmen arrive in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was very skeptical because all segregated facilities, special facilities are specialized, but I'm a pragmatic guy, and went around this corner, you know, 5 days a week, and but frequently, and that to say I taught 5 days a week would misrepresent the reality. But I was pleased to see that these were an economical solution. They worked, if not perfectly, they were certainly better than the free-for-all that has existed before. And the beauty is they're self-enforcing. If you're here right now and some guy cuts through and takes the short way, he's not a traffic hazard, there's no traffic. But once you get enough bikes, they're self-enforcing.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I just tell students.
The buses just walk over the...
Yeah, well, it depends. Some of them actually, this guy looks like he's going to drive around it.
Well, he may be in a train.
Yeah. Well, they have been designed, most of them have been designed to allow the buses to get around them. Those buses only go, you know, east and west, so they're not having to make a big left turn here typically. But yeah, when I try to explain these to the new students, the first rule I tell them just go with the flow. I mean, I can tell them that, you know, yes, you have to go in a counterclockwise direction, and you have to yield to, you know, a bicycle vehicle already in the circle, but the main thing is just go with the flow. You'll probably be okay.
Don't look anybody in the eyes and don't show fear.
And then just this building immediately to the south here, Outdoor Adventures. I believe the building was built in 1905. It was part of the original, you know, ag facilities on the campus. And on the other side of that, the other end of that, is the bike barn, which opened in 1970, I believe. And I worked there for a couple of years, 71 to 73, I guess.
Oh.
That was one of the best jobs I ever had. It was just a great place. Okay, so from here we'll head back to the Ark.